Finance did $150 million of monthly volume, I think, just the other week. And we're going to get into a few updates regarding the platform. It's been a while since I've done a video on them, so let's get right to it. Right, so this is the tweet I'm talking about, 150 million in a monthly volume, and that was announced on September 11th, so that's really good. And so we're going to get into a few updates since I last posted a video. The first one is my staking, right? A while back, I bought 587 strike. That was worth like 1,008 at the time. And since then, I've accumulated 38 worth of stake and rewards. The next distribution date is coming on September 25th. So you have about 7 days. So you have about a week left until end the upcoming rewards. They keep stacking up, so that's really good. And I did hear that at some point they're going to implement non-custodial staking. I know some people have been wondering when they're going to do that. Some people were complaining that it wasn't like an option. So there you go. I actually can't find the tweet, so we'll see if it happens or not. But I would love non-custodial staking. Now, there's something else I'd like to show you that I'm sure a lot of you are aware of already, is that you can now trade several pairs. You can do ADA, SNEC, World Mobile Token, and IAG. So that's really good. And you can choose between two collateral assets, ADA and USDM at the moment. Now, at some point, I bet they'll bring in USDC as well. Hopefully the wrapped version, since we don't have native yet on Cardano. But yeah, so that's a brief rundown of what you can do in the platform trading wise and staking. Now they did say, I wanted to get into this a little bit. They did say that they were going to do BTC at some point. Okay, so BTC is next. When? I have no clue, but I assume they're going to use the wrapped version from Wanchain. Let me look it up real quick. Here we go. So this is what I'm talking about. This is the bridge that I actually use, to bridge over to Hyperliquid. And this is also the one I use internally to lend on liquid finance. So Wanchain actually supports a variety of chains. You can bridge from Cardano into several different blockchains, including Hyperliquid, including Arbitrum, including ETH, and all those things. So that's really good. You should definitely check them out if you need to bridge. The next thing I wanted to talk about is the fee parameters. Now, a lot of people have been complaining, that it's really expensive to trade on Strike Planet. So I'm going to show you right here. If you were to open 10x long with 1,000 ADA collateral, you'll be paying this much. Okay, so the hourly borrow fee is what most people have a complaint about. 0.03% at the moment, because the long and short interest is 1.6 million to 37,000, which is essentially way over 95%, favoring the longs. So that, of course, they're trying to bring that back into balance, and the way they do that is they jack up the fee here. Okay, so if you were to open a short, however, so take note, for 1,000 ADA at 10x long, you'll be paying almost $3 like hourly. Now, if you were to open a short instead, 1,000 ADA, still 10x, then you'll be paying 24 cents. So it's a significant difference, and there's a good reason for that. Now, if you want to look at the fee parameters, all you have to do is click down here, and here we are. You can see the full breakdown from the opening fee, like how the opening fee changes, to the hourly borrow fee, and it changes based on how much of the total open interest either side is. So let's say long interest is 50% of the total open interest, and you'll be paying 0.007, which is pretty good. However, if it is 98%, which is right around where it is now, the longs are over 98% of the total open interest, you'll be paying a significantly higher fee, 0.05%. For the moment, now let me try and guess what the fee is right now, just based on what this is. So let's see. For the moment, if you were to open a 1,000 ADA long at 10x, you'll be paying 0.03%, and that usually falls. That's going to fall right here. Okay, so it it would appear that according to that, it's the dominance of longs is 80% of the total open interest. So just to give you a brief idea of the fee structure and stuff, this is where you would find it. So go ahead, take a look. They're doing that to balance the market. It is what it is, guys. If you don't like it, don't use it, I guess. I don't know. I think another thing some people complain about is a badger fee. I don't mind this so much, honestly. I'm more concerned about this. But yeah, so that's how sort of the breakdown of the fees go. And one last thing I wanted to show you is a position I opened yesterday. So let me log into that wallet real quick. It's been going up and down. The volatility since before the meeting they had today was pretty high. So let me go to this one. Yeah, this is my DGen wallet. I have like a 6 ADA left in there because I degened into a couple of things and it went sideways. But yeah, so here's my am I winning son moment. Here we go. So yeah, I am winning by $1.75. All right, guys, we're gonna close this position just to show you guys how fast it is and how much I'll be paying. I also do want to point out that the liquidation price has increased by almost 1 cent since I opened it 2 days ago, and that's because of the fees, right? The fee, they increased the liquidation price to, protect the LP and to protect their position. So that's what's happening. So let's see. If that closes now, I'll be $1.75 in profit, and that's including fees. If you guys aren't already aware, you can click this toggle right here to see what your profit is if you don't include fees. And so I would be winning $8. Jesus Christ, that's a lot. And with fees, I'll be earning $1.75. So let's go through that again. If it wasn't for the fees, if it wasn't for, since it's a long, and I'm paying like a high hourly borrow rate, I'm only getting like $1.75, right? So if I closed it sooner, I might have gotten even more. You can see that without the fees, it's a significant difference. I would be getting $8 instead of $1. And that's because the hourly rate is pretty high because it's a long, and the longs severely dominate the shorts at the moment. But yeah, let's close this and see how fast it is. Poof, there we go. Position close success for that. That was actually pretty quick. Yeah, so that's it. With the fees and without the fees, I hope you guys found that useful. Just remember that toggle is available right there. And also, just as a reminder, if you want to check the fee parameters, you simply go to the right and it's going to be down here. You can view the fee structure and see how much you might be paying based on the current utilization and based on the dominance percentage of longs or shorts. All right. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope this was helpful. Peace.